Infected is brought to you by GoDaddy.com. For big savings on all your web hosting needs, enter the promo code JOEY.
Infected.
Hello and welcome to Infected, the online television show that feels no shame in ripping its shirt off and exposing the world to its morbidly obese man breasts. I'm Internet's Martin Sargent. And I'm joined as always by my good friend the Gator. What's up, Gator?
How you doing, man?
Can you imagine? I mean, I guess at the point...
Have man breasts like it?
When you get to that point, fat-man.org, that's where that came from. We got to have this guy on the show. I mean, when you get to that point, that's pretty much all you can do is like just wallow in it. You're that big, so what he does is he becomes a showman.
Right.
He becomes a showman. This is how he's just this kid. He lives, and he's huge.
He's making the most of it.
He's making the most of it, just like I'm making the most of the 8-2 non-suited that God dealt me in the Texas Hold'em card game of life. That guy, he only got one card. Yeah. I mean, I'm still going to beat him with my 8-2.
He got the fat card.
He sure did.
He's going to make a show of it. Well, you got to make a show of it.
Yeah, you got to make a show of it. You know another person who does that?
Who?
Black Wolf Dragon Master Duke of Talisker.
I love that.
I mean, this guy, he probably didn't do all that well in school, I'm guessing. Maybe
you
he
don't
did.
think so?
Maybe he did well in creative writing, perhaps in history, especially during like the medieval period.
He's kind of like one of the weird nerds that didn't get good grades. You know?
Yeah.
It's like those,
Exactly.
Like one of those dudes. You just got bad grades. He's like a nerd. You're like, it's not adding up, buddy. You're like, you're a nerd.
But you're
getting like
good
D's
grades.
and C's. You're like, I learned my lesson. I try to copy off you, buddy. He's like, you're dumber than me.
Well, we're going to talk to him a little bit later on. He called me earlier in the week, and he said he was having a panic attack. He says he didn't have any money, so we're going to find out, make sure he's okay, and if he's not, we're going to do a little telethon for him.
Maybe he looked in the mirror and had a good moment of clarity.
We're going
He's
to
like, fuck, I'm a 40-year-old dragon master in New York City.
We're gonna
a black man who dresses as a wizard. He's like, fuck, I'm having a panic attack. I better call somebody. Who do I call? Martin Sargent.
Yeah, he calls me like 4 times a week, but we're gonna make sure he's all right. If he's not, if he needs a little help, we're gonna have a little telethon. We're gonna call it "A Wizard is a Terrible Thing to Waste."
Black Wolf, I'm just messing with you, buddy.
But we just want to make sure he's okay. We want to make sure he's okay because he's a friend. He's part of the infected family, of course.
He's a good guy.
He's right up there. Anyway, ever since I moved back to old San Francisco town, I have felt so inspired. So inspired, in fact, that I keep coming up with. I've been blogging. I have a lot to say, a lot that I want to share with you, the American people out there. So I go down by the bay and I sit with my pruder and I blog. Yeah. And we film it. And we call it Blogging by the Bay.
Right.
Once, when I was 10, my parents took me to the circus. What an unforgettable night. But on the way home, long past my bedtime, I looked out the window of the car and saw 2 drifters in a knife fight behind a dumpster in the back of a darkened Hardee's parking lot. As we passed, they both looked up and, to my surprise, their faces were not the faces of men, but of wolves. Thanks, Bay.
Log on. Did you really see that when you were a kid?
Sure did.
Where they looked up and they had like wolf faces on them?
And sometimes I look out my window and I see those eyes looking at me still.
Yeah, you can hear them howling.
I can hear them. They've been chasing me. They're like my personal Grendel.
That's pretty crazy, man. Well, I'm glad you wrote it down. Maybe that'll help.
That's what my therapist said.
Yeah.
That I should write down all those things that make me scream in the middle of the night.
The things that give you the night terrors.
Yeah.
Get them literally off your chest because it feels like they're constricting you when you sleep.
You know what also makes me really loosen up?
What?
The Duddy Wine. You know this dance, the Duddy Wine? I've been doing the Duddy Wine a lot at clubs and everything. And you don't need internet to tell you people. I know there's a show about the internet. You do not need internet to tell you that the Duddy Wine is the biggest dance sensation of the past 2 years. But you do need the internet to find footage of the most fucked up, most horrible Duddy Wine accidents.
Right.
They're all over the place out there.
There's a lot of Duddy Wine.
Fuck crazy. I think I spilled coffee on my new computer. Anyway, talk about accidents. Wow, that's a bad one. Anyway, so what we're going to do, we might do this for a couple weeks in a row. We're going to show you awful Duddy Wine disasters that we found on the internet. So let's take a look at this one here. Oh my God, look at her go. I would say she's one of the top 10, top 15 Dutty whiners in the world. This looks to be probably down in Jamaica or something like that. Look at that. Look at that. There she, oh no! She fell down back between the stage and the wall.
Listen to the crowd.
The crowd is, are they concerned? Are they laughing?
They lift her up like a chicken leg.
They pull her out. All the ladies go to help her.
She's still going.
And she still goes. That's what you do when you're doing the Dutty fucking wine, people.
Dutty wine.
That's how you do it.
Oh, look at that.
And down with the split. The really good Dutty wine people, they always end with the split. That's how I do it. Come out to the club and dance it with me. I love the goddamn Dutty wine.
I like that dude.
Woo, I know, that MC dude, he was something.
Man, you got fired up on the Dutty one.
I did. I spilled all kinds of things. I made an ass of myself.
Chipped a tooth or something.
Talking the Dutty wine there. Hey, you got any videos of yourself making an ass of yourself doing the Dutty wine?
Send it in.
Send it in to us. Would you? Infected at revision3.com. How do you think how many people watch this show actually like, you know what? I think I do have like this VHS tape of me doing something stupid, the Dutty wine in a box out in the garage. Probably not too many. If you haven't, then go out and make one. We'll show it right here on the show.
All those other shows tell you don't do that at home. We'll do it at home. Fucking film it and send it to us.
Yeah, and do anything else. You know, you're getting hurt, whatever. We want to see it. We want to see it right here.
Stupid.
All right, time to unveil another exhibit at Martin's Museum of Internet Oddities. This week, it's the laughing, crying, or dying girl. I'm going to show you the video, and I swear to Christ, you won't be able to tell if she's laughing, dying, or crying. Watch.
Wow. I want to fuck her.
What kind? She makes that kind of noise, like just watching like some stupid jib jab video on the computer. Can you imagine what kind of noises she makes when she's taking it hard up the puber?
I bet she's watching Infected if that's what she's watching. She's gotta be. Gotta be.
You think that's what people? You think that's like what Nation looks like when he watches this show? And one of these kids that are always watching the show.
That Nation's he's a good kid.
You know, this girl. See, this is the kind of girl. She actually is kind of cute.
God,
And then you imagine taking her home or whatever, and you start to say something funny, and that comes up. Then you have to make a decision. Then you have a decision to make. What do you do?
You overlook that laugh if you got about 6 bourbons in you, and then later on in the morning when she's laughing, wow, damn.
Yeah, I don't know. That's you don't go out with a girl like that more than twice.
Joe's wrapping us up.
You don't. Joe's back. Oh, I forgot to even mention Joe's on camera. It's like. This is bigger than the Van Halen reunion. We got Joey. Guy, how you feeling? Good. Yay, Joey's back. Okay, we're almost out of tape, so I'm going to have to shut Joey up now. All right, if you got any ideas for submissions into Martin's Museum of Internet Oddities, send them to infected@revision3.com. All right, coming up, we're going to talk to Black Wolf Dragon Master, Duke of Talisker. He's the unofficial wizard of New York, and we think he might be in trouble. Right after this word from our sponsor. And welcome back to Infected. My next friend is the unofficial wizard of New York City. Please welcome Black Wolf Dragon Master, Duke of Talisker. Black Wolf, what up, homie?
Hello, Martin Sargent. Hello, everybody watching and listening to Infected.
So,
I shan't mince words. I have much breaking news for all of you.
Oh, good. What do you got for us, Black Wolf? I don't even have to interview you. You're just going to
I
tell
want
me.
you all to mark your calendars for November 1st and 2nd.
Okay.
A while ago, I paid tribute to probably the greatest New York eccentric of them all, beloved and glorious Moondog.
I thought you were talking about Derek Jeter.
The first official biography of his life and achievements has been written. It's called Moondog, the Viking of 6th Avenue, by Robert Scotto, professor of literature at Baruch College at CUNY. Now,
Black Wolf?
yes?
Nobody knows who the fuck this Viking is. Who is this?
Well, for many years, he stood on the corner of 6th Avenue in New York and did basically the same thing I do at Bethesda Fountain.
What's that? Ask for money to strangers passing by?
Pretty much. And he wrote a lot of great and weird songs that you probably never listened to.
Oh, damn
And
straight.
that's why there's going to be a whole festival of his works going on November 1st and 2nd at the Advent Lutheran Church on Broadway and 93rd Street here in New York.
Yeah, because there's no party like a party at a Lutheran church.
If you're so incredibly brainless about it, please visit moondogscorner.de or moondogrising.com if you want to find out more.
Moondog Rising.
Moondog Rising. I'm going to look at it right now because I don't give a fuck.
Black Wolf, are the Yankees going to win the World Series this year?
Oh, I'm hoping so, because if they don't, I have to hold my butt down to the sea and listen to King Neptune gloat in my face.
How do you mean? You got
You see, after the 2003 World Series, King Neptune and I made a bet.
all right.
You see, the deal was if the Yankees triumphed, Neptune would have to wear a Yankee cap in place of his familiar underwater royal regalia. On the other hand, if the Florida Marlins triumphed, remember this was 2003, I would have to surrender control of all of Earth's oceans to King Neptune. Well, so far, it's been 3 for 3 in terms of King Neptune.
So that's why your shit broke right now because King Neptune took it all?
There's a lot riding on this bed, it sounds like. You don't want to give up the
Well,
ocean.
no, not exactly. I keep busting, and I'm looking to find a few wenches to.
Oh, I was looking on your website. I saw your dream wench up there. She is hot.
Yes, that's Firiona VA.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Beautiful princess of EverQuest.
I'll bet you play with your magic wand when you're looking at her all night.
Would that was so.
Would.
She barely has time for me. Besides, I'm losing enough sleep keeping track of my official rock band.
Lordy!
That's right, and they're coming back to New York City on October 29th.
Does Lordy know you exist?
I'm hoping they do, because on October 29th they're doing Irving Plaza, where they'll be hanging out with another bunch of metal maniacs, Typo Negative by name.
Wow.
Oh, yes, indeed.
I used to play tambourine for them.
Homina. You know who else is one of my dream maidens? Elvira, Mistress of the Dark.
Oh, she's got a new show coming up, don't she? She's trying to find the new Elvira.
Yes, indeed. It's called The Search for the Next Elvira.
Why you like Elvira?
She's
like an old pasty bag, man.
Oh, man, she's hot.
She's a mommy these days. She's got a kid.
Yeah.
And she's a card-carrying member of those hooligans known as People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals.
Yeah.
And that's why she's hosting and executive producing her own show for the Fox reality channel. As I said, it's called The Search for the Next Elvira.
Hey, who's her kid? Is her kid a girl? Why don't she just make her kid the next Elvira?
I think her kid is a girl.
Why did she become the next Elvira?
Because I think she's in her teens.
Well, that's
anyway, you'll see Elvira and pretty much me as well at the 34th Annual Greenwich Village Halloween Parade.
You should write like your own column in like Time Out New York or something. Black Wolf's Picks.
Oh yes, I'm on a photo essay on timeoutnewyork.com. It's called The Exhibitionist.
Yeah. So what do you do? I mean, you called me the other day and you're having a panic attack because you say you didn't have any money or something. Are you okay now? Are you financially secure?
Yes, as it turned out, I left me doubloons back at the humble hovel.
Okay, good.
Right, you dug them up in that Folgers can you keep them in.
I was overly Twilight Zone-ish.
They're way down at the bottom of the bag of holding.
And I'd forgotten where in Merlin's name, I was.
Yeah, you did sound a little. You've been drinking the dragon's blood that day.
Some are a little bit scatterbrained. But this is what happens when you kick butt for the city, county, and state of New York on a 24/7, 365 basis.
Well, I'm glad to hear that because I was going to have the Black Wolf Telethon, and I was asking everyone out there to donate to the Wizard is a Terrible Thing to Waste Foundation, but sounds like we don't need to do that now.
Well, no, you certainly don't. And anyway, when I'm done with you, I got another bunch of people who want to interview me for
Who's that? NYPD?
in the UK.
Black Wolf's a big shot over in the UK.
Well, Black Wolf, sounds like you got a lot on your plate coming up. You got the Moondog Festival, you got Lordy coming to town, you got Elvira, you got to do some masturbating to that EverQuest chick, so...
Typo negative.
Typo negative. There's a lot going on. You live a very active social life, and it sounds like your economics are on the up and up, so it's really great to talk to you, man. Sounds like everything's going well in your dark chambers.
Hey.
Good luck preparing the hovel for winter.
Hey, you were nice to me when we used to do Unscrewed. And if you end up having a Thanksgiving special, you need only contact me and I'll come out running.
All right, we're going to do that.
Yeah, boy.
We're going to have a big potluck. We're going to have a big potluck with all our favorite people, and we'll send you a plane ticket, okay, man?
Oh, no, you don't. I'm sticking like glue to this town. Besides, I gotta do Macy's parade out there too.
They should make a big balloon thing of Black Wolf hanging over. Yeah. Or maybe you can just get all liquored up and just blow it up and they'll fly you up there.
You should read stories to the kids, Black Wolf.
Black Wolf, always a pleasure to talk to you. We'll do it again real soon, okay?
Yeah, take care, Muddy boy.
You too.
See ya.
See ya.
Damn.
Black Wolf. Black Wolf, Dragon
to
Master, Duke of Talisker. If you want to learn more about what he's doing, go to darkchambers.tk. He's really...
I wonder what he does when it gets real cold in New York in the winter. He's got to prepare his hovel for winter.
Yeah, I don't think he probably does too well in the winter.
I don't know.
Because you don't turn the heat on.
Well, he got to get a... that would be good if he had like a little show where he read to kids or something.
Yeah, I think that'd be great.
He's got those stories up.
He's really big into Santa Claus, too. Do you know that?
Well,
he's big into Santa Claus. I think he does the whole say. Yeah, he's part of some Santa Club. He was telling me about it. The guy calls me like every day.
He's into
Black Wolf calls me. I'm serious about this. Black Wolf calls me every day. All these people who come on this show, they all have my phone number. They call. And you got to keep answering the phone. You got to keep up appearances. You got to be friendly with them and everything. It's really fun.
Black Wolf will talk a
It's a fun life I have. But that's all the time. That's all the time because during that call right there, I got about Alex Chu called and all these other people. Peter Pan guy called. My phone's been ringing off the hook.
Eric Karagunis.
Yeah, all these people from the center of the earth called. So that's all the time we got for this.
Well, we got time for one story though.
Oh, come on, man!
Come on, man.
I got all these calls I got to make.
Just do it.
All right.
I ain't leaving until I give him a story.
This is the story of Paneer, the man who would achieve his dreams. Once upon a time, there was a man named Paneer. Growing up as the youngest of 12 children in a two-room house in a poor section of Delhi, Paneer had to struggle for every little thing in life. As a teen, Paneer put himself through school by working 4 jobs, one of which required him to clean the sheets of 40 hotel beds by hand with nothing more than a rock, a trickling stream, and a bar of lye. Finally, after 8 years of postgraduate education at India's finest engineering school, Paneer landed the job of his dreams, working tech support for Dell Computers. Paneer would sit all night in a room answering the questions of people all over America who were in need of tech support for their Dell Computers. At first, Paneer worked all night with a smile, but before long, the questions of these Americans started to kind of annoy him. They were all so rude and, to be totally frank, a little stupid. How do I turn this stupid thing on? Can I use this in the pool? Why are you Indian motherfuckers stealing our jobs? Finally, one night Paneer snapped when a drunk man in a place called Toledo told Paneer that if I had my way, America would just bomb all you job-stealing towel heads back to the Stone Age. Paneer shot back, I am not even Muslim, you stupid man. I'm Hindu, and you should be ashamed of yourself talking about bombing people when you are so drunk you cannot even turn on your computer. This is as far as Paneer's outburst got, because just then his phone was cut off and he was fired by Dell. 1 year later, Paneer was making $4 a day working 17 hours in a salt mine, and his Dell laptop had a broken hard drive. The end.
Damn. You think that's a true story?
You know, I think that kind of thing happens more than any of us realize.
Paneer went to 14 years of engineering school.
He's a very educated man. He's a very sharp man.
Yeah, it ain't fair.
And that dude in Toledo disrespected him. And all Paneer was trying to do was save face for his vocation and his people. And look what happened to him.
The guy was misinformed. He wasn't even a Muslim man.
Not at all. Not at all. It's really awful. Go get him, Paneer. Get back up on that magic horse.
I say we start a boycott of Dell computers.
You should boycott Dell.
Boycott Dell for Paneer.
Save Paneer. Boycott Dell.
How dare you, Dell, do that to Paneer?
Hey, that really is all the time we got for this special edition of Infected. For the Gator, this is Martin Sargent reminding you, don't get ripped by the Riptide. We'll see you at the bar.
You've been watching and listening to Infected. If you're still watching, well, maybe you should get off your lazy ass, turn off your computer, and write a note to Dell Computers saying, give Paneer his job back. It's not fair. It's not fair what they did. And that man in Toledo, Ohio, you should be goddamn ashamed of yourself. You're a real scumbag. You should educate yourself and try to maybe work a little bit hard like Paneer did to get where he wanted to be in life. Anyway, sorry about the tirade. You're still infected.
Infected is written by Martin Sargent and Jay Speiden. Camera and audio by Joey Rabier. Edited by Mauricio Balvanera. Kevin MacLeod composed our music. Have something to say? Go to revision3.com/forums.
Joey, freeze. Joey, don't move. Joey, I got a beat on you.